This $10 product says it's gonna stop leaks in my engine. This one here claims to make my car go faster. And this one says it'll fix cracks in my windshield. Question is, do they work or do they actually make the problem worse? Andrew here has 9 popular quick fix car products, and we're gonna determine today whether they are worth your money or a complete scam. Andrew, what do you got?
First one is radiator stop leak. The guy selling it to me basically recommending that I don't buy it. I don't know if that says anything, but
Yeah,
Josh,
I think it does.
what do you say about radiator stop leak?
Fun fact I looked up. They used to make radiator stop leak out of ground ginger and walnut shavings or something. Like
really?
They would put that in their coolant. And essentially,
That would work.
this stuff is like more modern, but it's doing the same thing. It's traveling around inside your coolant. And as the water leaks out, the particles in here are supposed to clog up that hole and stop the leak. The modern stuff is claiming that it knows how to like magically find the leak and then reacts to the air as it comes out and stops it. End of the day, it's just particles, junk floating around in your coolant, and you hope that it finds the leak to plug and not some coolant line or orifice in your heater core. So that's why you don't want to use this stuff, is because as much as they may claim that it doesn't clog stuff up, classically it does.
Question though, can it work as a temporary fix? If you have a big leak,
It's temporary.
If you have a big leak, can't you put this in there and then when you get home or whatever, if you're on a trip, then you just flush your cooling system out and you're good to go. You get the part fixed that needs fixing.
No.
Why not?
First of all, they only claim to solve small holes. If you have a big leak in your radiator, it's not going to work. Second of all, it's not going to fix anything in your coolant lines. So any rubber hoses, any plastic water pump housings, it's not going to fix
Just
that.
the radiator?
It's just the radiator. Plus, this stuff eventually solidifies in your system. So you got chunks of aluminum or copper, whatever this stuff got floating around in it, and that's going to solidify all over your coolant system, and you're not going to easily flush that out later. So if you need a temporary fix, fill it up with more water till you get to your destination and then replace the part.
I guess what we're saying is this is a
big old waste of money.
Big old waste of money. We're going to put that in the waste of money pile. All right, next product is Ultra Shine Headlight Restoration Wipes. This addresses a problem that I think most people with a car have, and that is yellowing, oxidized headlights. So I like that this is they're just wipes. It says no tools or sandpaper needed.
2 easy steps.
I mean, that sounds pretty awesome. Josh, what do you think of that?
I mean, we've done a lot of videos on this. Basically, the problem that you get with the headlight is that because they're all made of plastic now, oxidized from the UV, the chemicals on the road, they turn kind of yellowy, and then they get all foggy from that oxidization process. And these kits are supposed to remove that oxidization layer so that you're back to crystal clear headlights. This one claims to do it just with wipes. I think there's gonna be some problems with that, but let's test it out. 2 easy steps. First step is cleaning oxidization removal wipe. And as you can see, these headlights are pretty yellow. Got some oxidization on the top. It's a 10-year-old plus car, so it's not uncommon. So instructions say leave this folded and we're gonna start wiping. Now it says to do this 5 or 6 applications of this wiping, and it's getting a little bit clear. It's taking off that yellow stuff, but I can already see that the physical deposits, maybe that's hard water or mineral, whatever, is not coming off with the wipes. And that's the problem I have with these wipe-only systems. Now, the step 2 of this process is a UV sealer. So it's literally a coating that goes on the freshly cleaned headlight that protects it from further UV damage. Now the bummer is, if you do that and you still have leftover contaminants like this headlight does, you're gonna lock those in and you're still gonna be able to see them. Okay, that was super easy. Only 2 steps, and it made it a little clearer. Took off some of the yellowing, but these weren't even the worst headlights that I've ever seen, and they're still kind of yellow after doing this. What you wanna do, if you wanna get headlights that look like new, is you need a headlight restoration kit that has abrasives in it that completely strips off that hole up that layer on the front of the headlight so that you have fresh, clean, clear plastic underneath.
And we've made videos about that.
I've made videos about that. I have my favorite kit, the 3M one. It's really good. We'll put a link to that in the description.
And it's about the same price, isn't it?
Not that much more expensive, a couple bucks more expensive, and takes a little bit more elbow grease or a drill if you've got it.
So I guess I'm gonna have to put this in the waste of money category as well. All right, the next product is fuel injector cleaner. This is by Liqui Moly. It's called Jectron. Sounds good. I like the idea. Like if I'm trying to maintain my car, this seems like an easy thing to do. Just put this in a gas tank and it's not that expensive. What do you think, Josh?
I think the idea is great. You put an additive in your fuel that as the fuel passes through all the parts of your engine, specifically the injectors, it strips and cleans any buildup, dirt, gunk that's going on. So then your fuel is flowing more efficiently, which makes your car more efficient, and it operates the way that it was when it was new, if everything's totally cleaned out.
So you're saying it does work. It does what it says it does.
In general, they really do. A lot of studies have shown them to be effective, and very few problems have been found by adding an appropriate amount of this to your engine. If you're going with a major well-known brand, it's probably going to be fine. If you really want to get a good one, you want to look for the PEA chemical. But if it's got that, it's going to be even more effective. Now, a lot of these additives are already in top-tier gasolines, so they're not always necessary. But if you really want to make sure that your fuel system is in tip-top shape, maybe you don't know the history of the car or something like that, fuel additives can be really good. A lot of people, even when their injectors are dirty, they'll notice that the engine's running a little bit rough, like maybe some vibrations. And a fuel additive often can clean up those simple problems. You just want to make sure that you follow the instructions. You don't want to like dump in way too much and potentially break loose a whole bunch of gunk in your fuel system that's going to clog filters or injectors.
I think we can put this product in Works.
Works.
And make sure to keep watching because we're going to try another product that also claims to improve your fuel economy without even touching your engine. All right, next product is Fix-A-Flat. I used to have a can of this stuff in my car. I thought it was amazing. It inflates your tire and it seals any hole that you might have. At least that's what I understand. Josh, what is your opinion?
Whew. The idea with these types of products is that it fires in kind of a sticky solution inside the tire, so that then as you begin driving, that solution gets flung around the inside of the tire, starts coming out the leak, and gets all gummy and sticky and stops the leak. The cool thing about this product is that it's in an aerosol package. Not only patches the hole, but it actually inflates your tire partially so that you can drive to the tire shop and get it fixed. Back in the day, we used more slime products, which were great.
You mean I've got one of those too?
Slime used to last longer.
Yeah.
The problem was you patch the tire, you fill it with slime, and then you're still stranded. You have to have a pump to pump up your tire.
Right. That's why I like it with a can.
The can products are awesome because it actually fills the tire as well. So if you overuse these, you're gonna massively clog up the inside of your tire, potentially have imbalance issues. They end up getting on everything inside your wheel. So that's valve stems, that's TPMS sensors. It's coating everything inside.
Have you ever heard of a TPMS sensor like stop working because of this stuff or get damaged?
No, I haven't heard of it breaking a TPMS sensor, but because a TPMS is sticking out into that space, it's going to grab the material and it's going to create this giant glob, and now your wheel's spinning a giant glob of glue inside of it.
Okay.
Plus, your tire guy's going to hate you if he opens up his tire and you've been using like 4 cans of this. It is great for emergencies. Have it like you did under the back seat. It gets you out of a jam when you run over a nail on the highway. You don't want to be using this on a day-to-day.
Fix-A-Flat, we'll put it in emergency only. All right, next product is Lucas Engine Oil Stop Leak. Most of the cars I've had over the years have been older cars, so oil leaks are kind of par for the course. So I'm hoping that this is a good product. Josh, what's your opinion?
Well, I love the idea. Put an additive into your engine oil, and it does one of 2 things. It either causes your seals, your oil seals, the thing that's supposed to keep the oil from coming out, to swell up. They take up more space, they get tighter, and they stop the oil from leaking out. Or what some additives do is it essentially just thickens the oil. So thicker oil can't make it through smaller spaces, so thicker oil can't escape your engine and doesn't leak.
Don't cars require certain viscosities?
You are so correct. So thickening your engine oil is a pretty bad idea because car engines are designed for a certain thickness of oil. That's why they label them on the cap. And when you start messing around with how thick your oil is, you can run into problems. Even if you have the kind of additive that is swelling up your seals and hopefully keeping them from leaking, it's temporary. Even on this one I just saw, you want to do it with every oil change. It's not going to fix it. It's not going to keep it from getting worse. Your oil leak's probably going to keep getting worse. So I don't think you should run the risk of doing damage to your motor by temporarily fixing a problem. So instead of using this, what you got to do is find the source of your oil leak and fix the problem.
All right, so I guess what you're saying is this is a waste of money.
I am.
Next product we have is AC recharge bottle. I think I've used this once before, especially here in Hawaii where it gets really hot. AC is super valuable. And to be honest, I don't remember if it worked or not. But it was cheap. It was like, back then it was like 20 bucks. I'm hoping that this is a good product and it works. Josh, what's your thought?
Well, What they're trying to do is replace refrigerant that has left the system. In an AC system, it depends on the refrigerant to transfer the heat. And if that refrigerant leaks out for whatever reason, you got to put new stuff in or it's not going to work. And this even comes, this particular product comes with a stop leak additive, similar to some other products we talked about before. It's supposed to make the seals in the system swell up and stop the leak. You can imagine how I feel about that being a permanent solution. It's got a cool little gauge here, which is a lot of fun to look at while you refill it. So I think we should try it out before I get into any other details. All right, I've got the engine running and the AC turned on. So now I just find my low side port, different on every vehicle, unscrew that, and I'm just gonna press the end of this hose on that fitting. Now, the AC system in this van is actually working okay and it's properly filled, so I'm not gonna put a bunch in, but just to demonstrate, what I would do is I would push the top of the can to fill it up, and using the cute little gauge here, I would just fill it up until the needle was in the green, in the filled area, off of the low and not going into overfilled. Here's the problem. This little gauge here is only showing me the low side of the AC system, but there's a high side as well, and the two work together. So this is giving me a very limited slice of information about the AC in general. So yes, if there's a little hole somewhere, maybe in the condenser and all the refrigerant's leaking out, well then I can use this gauge and I can fill it up till it hits green, and temporarily I will have AC again until it all leaks back out that same hole. But if there's another problem, something a little more complicated, which is not uncommon, expansion valve or maybe something in the compressor goes wrong, well, the high side and the low side are not going to act normally. So this gauge is going to give me inaccurate information and I could end up overfilling the system. And you don't want to overfill an AC system because that can actually cause a lot of damage. What happens a lot is people use these to refill their AC system when the system is already full and there's a different problem going on. But you can't tell there's a different problem because all you have is this dinky little Toys R Us gauge on here. Not only did you waste the money on buying this, but you also created a new problem by overfilling the AC system. Yikes. By the way, how much did you pay for this?
It was actually like $50, I think.
Yeah, they're getting really expensive.
Well, what is like a shop usually charge for refilling your AC properly?
These days, you're probably looking at $100 to get it refilled, and you probably get some diagnostic along the way. But that's a mechanic that knows what he's doing using a proper machine that evacuates everything and puts it into the proper levels, both on the high side and the low side, which you're way better off doing that, fixing it properly, getting it diagnosed with the proper machinery, rather than spending $50 on something that could potentially just make it worse.
So I guess we're gonna have to put this in, waste of money.
Big time.
Guys, please, if you haven't already, we would love it if you could subscribe. It really helps us out in making more videos like this for you. There's only about 10% of you that actually are subscribed at this point.
Thank you, 10%ers.
We'd love to see more of you on board. So help us out, hit the subscribe button. Thanks. Next product is transmission stop slip. It says it stops hard shifting, leaks, and slipping. Anyone who's had an older car, I think most people understand how expensive transmission
your wallet starts to get sore.
So man, if this product works, and that's an issue that you can solve by putting this stuff in your transmission, sign me up. Josh, does it do what it says?
Like some of the previous products that we've already talked about, this solves those problems by either thickening the fluid, which I think in theory is supposed to replace old transmission fluid that's been in there too long. It's gotten thin. It's not doing its job properly. So a product could thicken it. And again, also there's additives in this that will supposedly make the seals swell up and hold better so that you don't get transmission fluid leaking where it's not supposed to. If it works, I'll say if, it's going to be temporary. So another one, it's exactly the same as that oil stop leak. It's going to be a temporary fix. You're going to have to keep adding it. And this product, more than the others, is sensitive to the type of transmission you have and the type of transmission fluid you have in your transmission. So you really have to be careful which product you're getting and making sure that it's matching your car model specifically, or you can actually make your transmission perform much, much worse. And this probably represents the biggest gap in price between $4,000 transmission rebuild and a, what, $15 additive? Yeah. So that's a huge gap. Like if I can fix those problems with a $15 bottle,
oh yeah,
big savings, right? Yes. And again, going back to the fact that it thickens transmission fluid to solve a problem, just really begs the question, why are you not just replacing the transmission fluid with fresh transmission fluid? We have lots of videos on our channel. We'll put some links in the description about transmission fluid, right?
Yep, how to do
How
it,
to do
when
it,
to do
why
it.
to do it, if you should flush or exchange.
Yeah, flush.
Check that out. But that is
Good
where you
stuff.
want to start if you have transmission problems. If you're hard shifting, hesitation, you got to start with fresh fluid. Now, I will say, if your transmission is way overdue for a fluid change and you're having a lot of problems, you might want to do that fluid exchange pretty slowly. Like, don't just exchange all of it at once. You may run into some problems. Definitely don't get a flush. But an incremental exchange of new fluid is the proper way to do it.
All right, so what I think I hear you saying is we're going to have to put this product in
Waste of money, definitely. That being said, I will say there is one transmission product that I do believe in. It's not a fix everything. It's designed for the torque converter called Shutter Fix. A lot of people have had a lot of success with. Small additive, it's about 15 bucks. And for certain transmission problems, like kind of that shuddering, shaking issue that you'll sometimes get, this is a great product.
So not slipping.
No, not slipping, not leaking. It's very specific, but it doesn't mess with the other parts of your transmission or the fluid that's already in there.
All right, this next one is my favorite. This is called the Neo Socket Fuel Shark. This is something you plug into your cigarette lighter, and it saves 20% or more on gas just by plugging it into your cigarette lighter. That's awesome. It increases gas mileage, lower emissions, increases horsepower, bro, longer battery life, easy to use, and starts working instantly. Bro, please
This thing must have been $500.
No, it was $9. What's your thoughts, Josh?
Yeah, I think that everyone should have a device that does those things. The official line is that it regulates the voltage to the ECU, which causes your ECU to run more efficiently. Voltage delivery to the engine is cleaner, and therefore your car runs more efficiently, more powerfully.
I personally like more cleaner voltage.
There is no way that the cigarette lighter wiring comes anywhere near the ECU. It's a positive and negative line from the battery running to this. So this isn't feeding anything into the car. This is getting voltage. Feel like first we need to do a little science just to verify some claims. So set that right here. I'm gonna get my
hook something up to
science thing.
Take two.
There's the light. Ooh, we're getting somewhere now. We got a capacitor.
Ooh, see, that's got to be...
Single capacitor. That holds some voltage and probably...
I think it cleans the voltage.
Anyways, there's no way that works. It's crazy that people are still buying these. You see them online all the time. This is just like a rebranded version of many, many versions of it out on the internet. I can't believe they're still allowed. They don't work, folks. They don't work.
All right, so I think we're going to have to put this in its own category we call scam.
Reminds me of the fuel saver magnets that we featured in one of our other videos.
All right, the next and the last quick fix we got is a windshield repair kit.
Ooh.
Now, these things seem awesome to me. Like when you get that chip in your windshield, little rock flying through the air, sometimes it's like right in front of where you're looking through, so it kind of affects your vision, it's distracting. So if you get a little chip, it could turn into a crack if left too long, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So catching it early is important. If this little, I think it was like 15, 20 bucks, if this thing works and it actually fixes it, not temporarily, but fixes it, I think that's pretty awesome. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, it says right here on the package, restores crystal clear vision, which sounds like the spot goes away. The idea with these is that you inject or you force into the crack or the chip a clear resin that fills the hole so that it makes it more transparent, and then also glues everything together so that it doesn't spread. And that's the problem, not as much here in Hawaii, but where it gets cold, then the windshield's actually moving and a little chip turns into spidering cracks. Then these don't work anymore.
And a windshield is like what, $400 or $500?
Oh, at least.
Yeah.
I just spent $600 on that Hyundai. And replacing windshield is not something you can generally do yourself. So this is something you can do yourself, or you can keep from having to take it in somewhere.
My question is, Josh, do we have a chip to try it out on?
Oh, yeah. All right, this kit comes with a few pieces. It's got like this little funnel that holds the resin against the glass, the resin itself, as well as this syringe for creating pressure to force it in. You just want to make sure that you follow the instructions really well. There's lots of little steps, a little 10-minute waiting here, 20 minutes waiting there, but eventually you get it parked in the sun, and the sun actually does the curing. The repair is not perfect. If that chip were right in my view, even after this repair, I would say it's still a bummer. However, it is better than a full-on chip. It looks better than that. And it's now sealed. It's not going to spread into a million spider cracks and ruin the windshield. So for a $15 DIY fix, I save myself having to replace a $600 windshield.
So I would say, Josh, in that case, we'll put this in the it works category.
And speaking of glass, one product that we didn't talk about today is water spot removers. We made a whole video testing different brands of water spot removers, and we found one that actually worked super well that you need to buy. You can check that video out